Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to Aiden Plays, where as you know, we do 100% completionist gameplay footage. So for today's completionist footage, we will be playing an exclusive and unique game that perhaps most of you have not heard of. It is the UK Police's new, fantastic, right-wing extremism simulator. And I am very excited, my friends, to play this game to completion, so that I can see just how far of a right-wing extremist I can become, just how close to Hitler I can get. Oh boy, am I really goddamn excited. After all, it is my dream and my goal in any video game that I play, or any game in general, just to be as extreme and as far right as possible. So I was very excited to see that there is this new game that has been created by the United Kingdom's police that allows you to live that experience. What I am very excited about regarding this new app is to understand the depths of my depravity and my horrible racist, sexist, right-wing tendencies that certainly make me a Nazi sympathizer and, if not full-out supporter. So let's go, British police! Thank you again for releasing this app. Now, here we go in our full 100% completionist playthrough. I hope you enjoy and watch me being an MLG pro when it comes to playing a virtual right-wing extremism simulator. Let's have at it, shall we? Loading, okay. Alright, here we go. Let's begin, my friends. We have our smartphone. It is Wednesday the 8th of February. Young people shut out of jobs. Oh no. Young people shut out of job market by lack of support. This is clearly something that only affects or concerns conservatives first of all. Not surprised young people in this country are unhappy. I post on Twitter because, well, I'm really not happy about that. Oh, here I am! Look, it's me! It's me, Aiden Paladin! Oh, look, there's no job prospects or future for our children. Well, clearly it's me, because it said it was me. Now I'm looking for things to do because I'm a fucking, lonely sociopath. Well, that's true, but... Oh, so here's what I decided to do. I decided to go join the Justice Fighters directly after I have a problem with young people not being able to find a job. So, this is me. I'm one of these young white men, obviously. By the way, don't question my gender identity, you fucking transphobic piece of shit. So now it's the next day, the 9th of February. Chirper, not Twitter, I have youth action. Hey, good to meet you yesterday at the gym. I'm going out tonight. Wanna join? Who is this youth action fellow? Well, he's only got 562 followers. Oh, excuse me, he's got 3,000 followers on the Twitter, the Chirper. Well, I mean, that's comparable to me. So do I want to go out with this person with a comparable level of follows on the Twat Chirper? So this person is probably a higher social status. Oh, 3,000 whole followers. Isn't that fucking astounding in some way? It's not that impressive. But let's say it is. It is. Oh my goodness. You were very nice to me at the gym. We had a good time. We broed out. Do I want to go out with you? Well, were you cool at the gym? Yes, you were. So let's hang out, my friend. Youth action. Let's go. And what are we doing? I guess we're going to go boxing? Oh, are we holding hands? That's very homosexual. Right-wingers aren't down for that. We just spilled some popcorn, we had some brewskis, we drank out of some Solo cups. What's this? Oh my goodness, guys, by the way, I've already played this game once. This is, my second time, my second playthrough. I did get a different meme the last time. No, he showed me this one. Okay, oh, it is the same memes. So we have our youth action dude. He is sending us some dank memes. I very much enjoy the dank meme. After all, don't we all? We all enjoy a dank meme. And when your friend sends you a dank meme, of course, you're going to want to do whatever kind of political shit that they encourage you to do. What do you reckon to last night? Doing something again tomorrow. I could show you the youth action rally if you're up for it. Am I up for it? So right now what we have is a guy I met at the gym who has been pretty cool to me. And, yeah, I'm not seeing the issue so far. I have a problem with society in general because I see that young people are finding difficulty getting employed. I happen to hook up with this person randomly at the gym. He seems like a nice guy and, well, we went out for drinks and we had a funsiest time. What exactly is the issue here so far? Now, of course, this is what the British police want you to do because this is the complicated part of this gameplay. We're going to get into it. This is the in-depth strategy on completing this game. So what do I do? Do I go to hang out? Do I go to the rally? We're doing a completionist playthrough here, so let's say yes, we're going to go to the rally because this is a 100% completionist gameplay channel, my friends. Where are you? It's mad. You're missing it. Well, what am I missing? It's pretty crowded just trying to get to you. See, again, I feel like I'm just talking to my friend, right? And see, it's me right there, Eden Paladin. That's my twatter. And then we have a very nice apartment. Well, what did you think? That's what he's asking implicitly. Again, this is a completionist run. It was sick. See, I'm typing this right now. This is, a very interactive game. This is actually a much better game, I would say, than something like Depression Quest. This is much more interactive. We fight for our rights. We stand together. Giving up or you're giving in is the line of these youth action website. So am I in, and what is it am I into? Am I in to do more shit with them? Well, I suppose so, because what have I seen to the contrary so far? So let's look at this from an ethical standpoint, from our completionist gameplay standpoint, because these are the big, important decisions in this game. In or out? Well, I suppose I am in, since we're absolutely going to be in, because we're doing for completionism. But I have to ask the question, right now, what has happened up to this point that would make anyone want to back out? You have a friend who sends you some dank little memes, who hangs out with you at the gym, who goes and gets drinks with you, and goes to these rallies that are, positive towards the youth. People wanting to have jobs. And by the way, I would point out that in the very beginning of this, when me was posting in this game universe about the loss of jobs, well, it was a black girl whose image was featured. So obviously, this is a person who is just concerned with the welfare. If we're putting ourselves in the position and in the shoes of the protagonist in this little video game, we are someone who is concerned with the welfare of all young people, not young people of any particular race. Have you seen anything up until this point that would give you cause or pause to think anything to the contrary? Anyway, let's see if we're in, because clearly, as these ellipses are indicating, well, we're about to cross the line. Let's go ahead then, shall we, and finish our 100% playthrough. Gee, I wonder what will happen next. Oh no, uh-oh, we've got some shaking. We've got some shaking here. Oh my goodness. Interesting a stock photo happens, and then this. Oh. What? Wait, hang on a second, what? What just happened here? I'm a little confused. So now we're in the 19th of February. Teenager murdered at youth action rally. Suspects caught on CCTV. Police name Aiden Paladin as prime suspect in yesterday's whatever. You're a disgrace. I hope you get life in prison. You're terrible. Absolute scum. Enjoy prison. Anyone know the killer? Tell the police. We don't want someone like them on our streets. And the police are here. Well, there we have it, my friends. Now we reach our fantastic ending. Radicalizers encourage others to develop or adopt beliefs and views supportive of extremism, whatever. This may include inciting violence against others because they are different and hold different beliefs. Targeting someone because of their personal characteristics, such as their race or religion, is a hate crime. Get that through your head. 62,000 hate crimes were recorded in the UK last year. We may go into those. 49,000 were against people of another race. Make sure you don't cross the line into extremism. Because see, I crossed the line. Like I said, this was a 100% absolute completionist playthrough of you crossed the line. Paid for by the United Kingdom's government. Great, isn't it? Yes, this little game, which surely cost, I would just take a wild guess, probably at least thousands of pounds for the Bedfordshire police to produce this little app. And this was paid for by the UK government. Where do we start with this? I actually am having a little bit of difficulty. First of all, and my immediate question is, well, that's interesting. Thank you very much, Bedfordshire police. Could you point me to the Islamic extremism simulator? How do I find out where I get indoctrinated through Chirper, into becoming an Islamic extremist, considering that, as we know, Twitter generally doesn't like to ban Islamic extremists from its platform, although they are more than happy to ban right-wingers and conservatives. I mean, as we have seen so frequently recently, it seems that it's one rule for you and another for us. So what I am asking is, if you're going to put out this little app or program to show us about the dangers of becoming involved with people that you meet at the gym and share your opinions on young people having equal opportunities for employ. Where is, in contrast and in addendum, the Islamic extremism simulator that I can plug in my Twitter to so I can see how I become completely indoctrinated and radicalized by the imams who are telling me about evils of Western civilization. Oh, there isn't one? Bedfordshire police force? There isn't an Islamic extremism simulator? You haven't spent thousands of dollars on that? No, you haven't. You've only spent it on this. And let me ask you a question, my friends. Were any of you able to really pick up at any point during that completionist gameplay as to where the right-wing extremism had anything to do with it? Until I absolutely murdered a black person, because that's what happened at the end, did it not? At the end of that, I went to one rally and I thought it was funsies. And then I went to a second rally, and at the second rally, I beat a black man to death. That is what they're saying here. That's it. Oh, fuck me, man. But this is not new, and this is not unique when it comes to the United Kingdom and their police force and their government system. It's actually quite harrowing and disturbing how common this is. Sorry guys, I have to drop the satire and the sarcasm at some point. While I may have made fun of that little game or app or whatever you want to call it, the fact of the matter is that this is a prevailing mindset across the United Kingdom, and one that we really need to be not only aware of, but need to be afraid of, because that is terrifying. Do you understand what just happened in that little app? It was the police saying and warning the public that if, hey, you hang out with someone who's even a little bit conservative, well, 2 weeks from now, you're going to be committing a hate crime by murdering a black person or a person of another race, because that's how right-wing extremism works. That is what the UK police is saying from Bedfordshire. That is what they are saying is right-wing extremism. Meanwhile, again, do you see any indication of any Islamic extremism and any left-wing extremism? Little video games or apps? Oh, I don't see any. Instead, could we take a look at how many massive crimes have been committed? How many trucks of peace do we need? How many massive acts of violence by the likes of Antifa and other left-wing, extreme left-wing organizations in the likes of Hamburg and across Europe do we need to see before we say, hang on, maybe there's a problem with left-wing extremism, maybe there's a problem with Islamic extremism. Oh no? No, it's only right-wing extremism that's the problem? You are not only short-sighted, you are ignorant as to the statistics. Now, yes, I know, and I do understand the statistics that you were citing that say, oh, right-wingers, we're really the horrible ones, we're the ones committing all the violence. You need to look at the overall large pieces of crime. There may be more small individual incidences that you can attribute to conservatives or right-wingers, but in terms of overall loss of life, these large-scale incidences of massive violence, who is committing them? Who is committing these acts of terror? They're not conservatives. They are Antifa, and they are Islamists. Yet where is the Islamic extremism simulator? I can't do a 100% completionist run of one of those because it doesn't fucking exist, now does it? And even in terms of the British police, this is not the first time we've seen this. Around the same time that this little program, this app came out, the Wiltshire police tweeted this: "You can't hide from us. If you are, you're, spelled incorrectly, spewing abuse from behind a computer screen, our boys and gals in blue will find you. Hashtag 999 what's your emergency?" As such, despite the fact that migrant rape and migrant crime is on the rise in the United Kingdom, to the point where a 14-year-old girl in Birmingham, England, was raped twice in 2 separate incidences on the same night, the British police are more concerned with your nasty tweets landing you in a bad situation, where they responded back with this: "We will not tolerate any form of abuse or discriminatory remarks made on any of our social media platforms. We are reviewing the posts and will consider any potential criminal offenses which might have been committed. We will also ban anyone who is posting offensive or abusive material. Hate crime will not be tolerated in any form in our communities or online." Thank you, Wiltshire Police, for putting your priorities in the right place, for knowing that Twitter is really where we need to go if we want to really track down the terrible things that are happening in the United Kingdom, because what really matters are mean tweets. Not a 14-year-old girl being raped twice in one night by 2 different sets sets of migrants. That doesn't matter because, well, to even bring that up is racist, is it not? That is fucked up, UK police. And instead of creating these repulsive little right-wing extremism simulators, maybe you should be focusing your time and effort on ensuring that more 14-year-old girls don't get raped in the streets. How about that, huh? And while not in Great Britain, but rather in Scotland, Count Dankula is still awaiting trial for teaching his girlfriend's dog to do a Nazi salute, which could land him with up to a year in jail. These are the kinds of things that the police and the justice system in the United Kingdom are concerned by. They are not concerned with the multiple rapes of a 14-year-old girl. No, not at all. We're not concerned with the gangs of young Muslim men who are wandering the streets of Liverpool asking random passers-by, "Are you Muslim? Do you know the Muslim words?" And if they don't, to beat them. We're not concerned with that at all. No, what we're really concerned with is, are you capable of virtue signaling on Twitter to the acceptable degree? Can you pass our purity test? Our purity test of liberal ideology. And if you can't, guess what? You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail for making a fucking joke. That is where we're at right now. As horrifying as it may seem, because it is absolutely horrifying, the UK police are putting out virtual simulators of how you become indoctrinated into right-wing extremism. And here's how simple it is, my friends. You just watched it and witnessed it yourself. It is so easy as to get on Twitter, or Chirper, and just be friends with someone who invites you to go out to drinks. And the next thing you know, guess what? You're going to be committing a hate crime. That is how simple it is. Because the only ones who are truly in danger of becoming indoctrinated are white people. Are white people who are going to become right-wing extremists because they want young people in the United Kingdom to have job prospects. Yes, if you are a terrible white person who wants young people in the United Kingdom to have jobs, that means it is very easy for you to go within 2 weeks from just going to the gym and going out for drinks, for you to go from that to beating and kicking a black or brown man on the street, because that's how right-wing extremism works. Well, I guess I've been real fucking right-wing extremist indoctrinated, apparently, because I've been a conservative for a long-ass fucking time. More than 2 weeks, my friends. Isn't it terrifying, though, that in the United Kingdom, we are looking at this terrifying dichotomy, where we have migrants in the streets raping young women, going about from person to person asking, "Do you believe in Islam? And if you don't, I'm going to beat you up." And that's all fine. That's all par for the course. That is norm. That is, as Sadiq Khan said, I'm sure, part and parcel of living in a large metropolitan city. But at the same time, if you dare or deign to express some even mildly conservative opinions or ideology, well, next thing you know, you're gonna be murdering a black person, because that's what conservatives do. Is it not? I found this to be extremely disturbing and extremely disconcerting. This was a short video. I'm sorry it wasn't as entertaining or as educational as usual. I will be back to our normally scheduled programming and our normally scheduled social scientifically oriented content very shortly, my friends. Love you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Aiden Paladin, Altana Volt.